Next up, we have probably the number one member in the Family Office Club who actually listens to what I say at our capital raising boot camps, like the ones we're doing next month, and actually does like pretty much everything that I say. Most people do not. And earlier I rattled off some things that most people don't have that every investor wants you to have, like a 1-minute video, a one-liner, a one-pager, a pitch deck that's not 40 pages long. And we say that over and over again. Almost no one has those things. James has those things. He's had success using the little short video on his email signature, et cetera. So ping James in the membership portal if you want to see what he's up to and see examples of what I'm talking about. But he's going to talk about 5 strategies for scaling our real estate platform. Investa Capital is the name of his platform. He also owns BBI Constructors and Storco, a vertically integrated group funding, building, and managing self-storage and flex space assets nationwide. He oftentimes leads a prayer group before the events. I saw him meeting with some folks this morning in the lobby. It might have been related to that or something else, but let's welcome James up to the stage.
Yep. Thank you, Richard. Quite the introduction. We talked about the speaker before me about just being honest, being real, and things happen in life that can change your life as well. And as we get into this next slide here, we're going to be talking about strategy on scaling. I think all of us in the room are thinking about how do we scale, how do we continue to grow our company, and we're all in different asset classes, different perspectives in business, but I do believe there's going to be a few things that we can talk about today that will bring maybe some ideas to the table that you could bring back to your team. And to give you a quick backstory, my father ran a tree service in the Midwest. I was always out in the field working with my dad and started mowing lawns when I was 13. I would continue to grow that company to about $2.5 million in revenue in the green industry. And by the time I left high school, I bought my first commercial piece of property, built a nursery garden center. I was living there, working there, barely, I think, 18, 19 at the time. And one evening, my building caught fire. And all I could do was stand there and just watch everything burn to the ground. You can't do anything when it's this engulfed. And I will tell you, when you stand there and watch everything you've built burnt to the ground, it just changes you. And I hope you guys don't ever have to go through that. And I hope if you do, it changes you for the good. I remember that evening just praying, Lord, I don't know what all this means, but I know you're going to help me through this. And then the next day, my track coach called me. He says, James, I'm sorry to hear about your fire. I have a storage facility that you can use. As I put myself into self-storage, I realized there's a lot of ways to help someone. Think about it. Death, divorce, loss of a loved one, disease, disaster are all reasons why people need storage. And it's a high demand. In the same process, I counted the doors one day. I'm like $600, $700, $800 a month. I'm like, wait a minute. You mean I can help people make a lot of money and no longer dig holes for a living? Sign me up. So since 2010, we've been building out a company to further our mission to truly help people along the way. Building a team is not a strategy. I think it should be an absolute strategy in what you're doing. It's not a unique opportunity. It's like what you have to do each and every day to build a strong core team who believes in what you're doing and what you're trying to do with your company. And as we continue to build out our platform of self-storage, we were asking ourselves, how do we scale even more? It's not like we were doing self-storage and then building hotels. We found an asset class that complemented our core focus of self-storage, and that's flex industrial. Very similar construction, similar ecosystem, some of the same markets. If you think about a community, we all need self-storage at some point in our life. And every community needs a place where small businesses can grow and actually have that American dream. They can't go out and build a $3 million building, but they can spend $3,000 or $4,000 a month for rent, and that's what we do. We're providing spaces for companies to continue to grow into larger companies in that process. And as we got into this new asset class, we noticed that no one was really having an ecosystem. Deal flow opportunities. We created the FlexSpace Nation, where it's all about deal flow. We have different educational platforms, seminars, conferences, and it's a great opportunity for us to actually get to know people, deal flow, and early looks to these opportunities before they hit the market. And now you're thinking to yourself, I don't want to probably do a platform. I get it, but as simple as just having a monthly meetup at your home office or in your town will get you some ideas in front of the right people. So something as simple as that could really help your business. The next slide as well, we acquired our construction company that built all of our facilities. They built for the publicly traded REITs and for ourselves, and if we're now controlling costs, timelines, we're building a lot of value for our investors and for ourselves. So for others in the audience, maybe can you buy a competitor or one of the other companies that are part of your process, bringing them in-house, does that help you? And by building for the publicly traded REITs, we have their playbook. We're now building our facilities just like the REITs are, because we know they're going to be our best client to buy our facilities in that process. This is my favorite slide, because most people are running away from vacant buildings, but I tell you, we're running towards them because we buy these vacant buildings well below replacement cost. The upper photo was a trampoline park that closed. We converted into a 2-story Class A storage facility. The middle building, no one wanted to touch. It was a 90,000 square foot Chevy dealership that we converted. We bought that for $10 a foot. The lower photo was a really great building. We actually bought that for $100, converted it into a business park, and sold it for $200 a foot. So the conversions are a great way for us to expand. The cost bases are very low. For yourselves in the room, is there something that you can think in your business that slightly different, but can really make a difference in what you're trying to achieve there? And for us, you don't always have to reinvent the wheel. Let's think about Walgreens for a moment. They're on the same corner, the same building every single time in every community. We're now taking self-storage and flex industrial, building it on one platform, buying one piece of land, dividing it into 2 parcels, one self-storage and one's flex. Now each community that we're moving into has a place for storage. They have a place for their small businesses to continue to grow. So one development continues to grow and expand. So this is one of the ways that we're scaling our platform around the country in this process of what we're looking to do. In that same way, we always have opportunities. This just gives you some examples, some of our assets that we have opportunities and investments in, from self-storage and flex. And then, a lot of you maybe in the room are curious about, some of you maybe in the room that have a vacant warehouse. We'll be happy to talk with you, maybe converting into self-storage or converting into flex industrial. Maybe in the room that you're looking to invest in real estate. We'll be happy to talk with you about what we're doing in our platform, how we're continuing to expand, or better yet, you just want to talk strategy. I love business. That's what I do each and every day, and just thrilled to be able to talk with you guys. I want to thank Richard again for me being on the stage. I'm out at the booth as well today, but I do appreciate it. May you guys have a blessed day. Thank you all.
Thank you, James.